Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator, where last time we repaired a bunch of cars and made a little bit of money. However, last time I promised you guys that we would work on this, a Nissan GTR R34. However, it's not really a Nissan GTR R34. This is called a Starline in the game. I think we can do a little bit better. So let's say goodbye to that thing and say hello to the Junkyard, where I'm gonna go and look for today's vehicle. I've got to go searching around the Junkyard and hope that we can actually find this car that I want to work on today. Guys. Yes! 41 minutes to find this. Say hello to the Nissan GTR R35. Let's go. For the low price of 23,000 bucks, we can purchase our very own GTR. How sick is this? No way, it's Blue Crew blue under all of that nasty rust. Anyways, we're gonna purchase this thing, and my goal is to turn this GTR, maybe not into a perfect vehicle, because I don't have the money for that, as perfect as I can make it. I'm not so sure if my 53K can really cut it for a restoration for the GTR. Oh my god, it's definitely had a rough day. Anyways, let's bring this thing inside and get working. Right off the bat, let's clean this guy up a little bit. Let's bring out the welder right away. Let's weld our GTR for 500 bucks. That's already cutting in to the dollar bills I'm gonna be making today, but that's better. And then let's get rid of this nasty caked on dirt. This is gross. So let's give the GTR a little bit of a bubble bath. No way. So no front bumper. The hood is gross. It is proper Blue Crew blue. And while we're here, let's also do an interior detail just so the inside's all nice as well. Let's just start ripping off some of these nasty bits, and I'll try to salvage as many of them as I can, but I don't know how well that's gonna go, if I'm honest. Unfortunately for us, that told us the worst thing. Literally nothing on this car can be used. So, okay, good to know. I guess let's start things off by getting these wheels off, because somehow even those are ruined. All the wheels on the GTR are gonzo. Thank you very much. Let's remove all of this nasty stuff in here. So air filters and all of that. That's gotta go. I'm probably gonna have to end up reusing some of these parts that aren't so important. Let's get this guy raised up even more. You know, I highly doubt this thing has any engine oil in it, but you know, just to make sure so it doesn't go on the floor, let's get out the oil drain, use it. Yeah, there was nothing in there. That was a bit ambitious. Anyways, while we're under here, let's get all of the exhaust, the drivetrain and everything off, and then we can pull the engine and gearbox. Wait, drive shaft A and drive shaft B? Wait, what? Why do I have two drive shafts? Yo, I never realized that before, that a GTR has two drive shafts and the gearbox for it's actually in the rear. I guess, bro, I had a GTR and I didn't know that was a thing. That's all for weight distribution. GG, GTR car mechanics. You are smarter than I am. But let's be honest, everybody knew that already. I don't think I have a tool to pull the engine out. No, I don't. I need to purchase the engine tools because I need the engine stand, I need the crane and so on, so I can pull the engine out of the GTR. Unfortunately, I require a garage expansion, and that garage expansion costs 10,000 bucks. All this to say, I think our GTR just got a little bit more jank. So let's purchase that and then purchase our engine tools. We are down to 40,000 bucks, but we do have this now. So we can come into this room, and this is our garage extension. That is so cool. I don't think we can actually get a car in here, but we've got our engine stand in here. We've got toolbox in here. Okay. And my engine crane is all the way around this side. Awesome. So I can bring this guy over to my car, and now we can pull that nasty GTR engine. So already we are looking much better. We're gonna have to get rid of all of this stuff eventually, so let's just get rid of it now. Pull all of our suspension. We're gonna undo every single bolt. The steering rack's gotta go. Say goodbye to the transfer case. I don't even want to imagine how expensive a new one of those is gonna be, but oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy vehicle to work on. The definition of a rust bucket. You could not be more correct. Anyways, with the sway bar gone, that is the entire front suspension. Gonzo, looking good.
My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is starting to improve.
Okay, at least the rear isn't as bad. We can definitely reuse some of these parts. That's for sure. Somebody in Twitch chat is like, the rear's not as bad because it was only the front that drove through the ocean. I like it. We've got Car Mechanic Sim backstory now. This is what I've been missing from my life. This GTR is actually so in-depth. That's so cool. So we've got that gone. We've got a little bit more suspension left to go. And then finally, our last thing to take out, our fuel tank. So only 5 minutes later, everything on this vehicle is gonzo. I've got 40,000 bucks in the bank. What do I want to work on first? Probably an engine, if I'm honest. The engine that was in this thing, there is no way that it was gonna work. So yeah, I think we're gonna need to rebuild our very own engine from scratch for this. If I'm gonna build my own engine, I've got to come over here to the engine stand where I can create a new engine. No way. And then you can scroll through every single one of them. This is the engine that I need for my GTR. It's the only one that actually fits in this thing. It has 530 horsepower. So if I click this and I go to part mount, now you can see all of the parts that we're actually going to need for this. And long story short, I'm going to need to purchase everything. The engine block alone is 2,700 credits. I think I might need Jeffrey Bezos' help for this. I'm not even gonna think about using like the upgraded horsepower parts. We're gonna save that for another day. For right now, I just kind of want to make sure that this guy actually works, okay? I guess if you actually think about it, right? All of the GTR engines are actually hand-built in real life, so I guess this is kind of accurate. Right off the bat, I can already tell you this game is way more in-depth than the previous one, because not only do we have camshafts, but we've got rocker arms as well. Long story short, we've got a lot of stuff. Anyways, our turbo only costs 500 bucks. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should pick our turbo up from this shop. Yo, it's triple the price, but we get an extra 3% horsepower. Fine, we're doing that. Camshafts, I can't get any good ones. We can get a good intake manifold for an extra 2% horsepower. Spark plugs, sure, I guess we'll get some good ones of those. A flywheel's only 650 bucks, and that's a huge amount of extra horsepower. Get our lovely big old turbo on. Yo, that looks so sick. Okay, I think it was definitely worth it going for the upgraded turbo for the GTR because that's awesome. Intake manifold up on the top. We've got this upgraded version as well. I love how all the steel for the upgraded parts is like, it's not steel, it's like chrome. That's so cool. Yo, I can get upgraded fuel rails as well. I guess I'm just gonna pour money into our engine, okay? I mean, I really hope this pays off in the long run. Shiny new fuel rails in again for the extra horsepower. Just those two things. That's an extra 4% horsepower. If you start tossing on the turbos and stuff, I think you can see that we're gonna have some really high horsepower. Wait, I can put this on. That's 68%. Yeah. We're saving the money. We're putting that clutch plate on. I know it might be a little bit worn, and whoever owns this is gonna have to swap that out eventually, but that's fine. I'm cutting corners where I can. Thank you. Our fancy intake manifold, that can go on as well. That's so cool. This engine's gonna be insane. I've still got 27,000 bucks. I might actually have enough money to finish this. I haven't gone all out for the upgrades, obviously. Like I was saying, I've tried to save money where I can. I mean, bone stock, a GTR has like 500 horsepower. I think with all of our upgrades, we're gonna be over 600 maybe even over 700. Anyways, that is looking very GTR-like with our Nissan engine cover. That's so cool to see. I think you can now see what I mean when I say there's extra bolts in this game. If you played 2018, there was like 5 bolts to hold this down. In this game, there's what, like 20? This is the last part. We just need an oil filter for a V8. I hate to break it to you, but this is a V6, but you know, sure. And there you go. Oil filter installed. So there we go. Our Nissan GTR engine is finished. We've got twin turbos on there and hopefully a lot of horsepower. Here we go. We can finally toss our brand new engine into the vehicle. It's only 99% because I did skimp on a couple of parts that I had that were like 70%. But that looks so good. Anyways, Twitch chat actually brought up a good point and said, why don't I sell some of my older parts? Because I can actually come in here and I can sell parts that are, say, older or worse than 59%. Let's sell all of those parts. That's an extra 3,000 bucks. Let's go. You know what? I'm also gonna sell these old tires and rims because those are super, super gross. Now that we've got our engine installed into the vehicle, let's get all of this other stuff installed into the vehicle. So I need a battery, fuse box, air filters, and so on. I need a lot of stuff. I'm totally gonna go broke. I was up to nearly 30,000 bucks after I sold everything. This is gonna be really, really close to see if I can actually do this. Hey, I really gotta start looking for shortcuts where I can for the dollar bills because I'm not gonna finish this with only 25K. All of this fuse box stuff is actually really, really cool. How you actually have to put the right fuse in the right spot. I love these tiny little details. This game, so sick now. I think with all of that, our engine bay is actually finished. I mean, it looks really, really good. The only kind of thing they're actually missing in this game is just like big tubes, say from our air filter and our air filter into our engine, or things coming off of our turbo. That type of little detail would be really cool. Now that we've done all of our engine-based stuff, the GTR can go back up into the air and I can work on this shoddy suspension. And I think I'm gonna need to purchase most of these as well. Oh my God, the transfer case is 1,800. Let's get all of these parts back onto the vehicle. Our steering rack. Here goes our super expensive transfer case back on. I need some catalytic converters. Unfortunately, I can't actually run catless. That would have been really sick if that was in the game. We're buying everything for both sides, so we're actually looking okay here. At least, luckily, a lot of these parts are really cheap now. Like wheel hub bearing, that's 20 bucks. That's not a big worry. The first corner of the GTR suspension is completed. I've still got 15K in the bank. I might be okay here. Maybe. I've already purchased all of the parts for my front suspension. So all I need is the rear suspension. You know what? I might actually need to flip a vehicle or two. Yeah, now that you guys say it, I'm gonna run out of money when I try to do my wheels. It's now come to my attention that I'm gonna need some money. So off to the junkyard to flip some vehicles. A Dodge Charger Daytona. That has got to be worth some serious money when I flip him. He costs 8,000 bucks. Okay. Off to the garage. All I need to do to flip him is bring out the welder. I spend 500 bucks with my welder. He gets all welded up and looks pretty after that. And then once the welding is complete, I take him over to the car wash. And then I bring over my pressure washer. Suds up the Charger. While I'm here, bring out the interior detail kit. Thank you very much. It might not look that much better, but somebody's willing to pay for that. So if I go to sell him now, 13,000. That's 5,000 bucks I just made. Many hours of grinding later, think I've got enough money to finish this vehicle. The front suspension and the engine are finished. I need to focus all of my efforts kind of in this portion of the car. All right, so middle muffler in, exhaust pipe in, exhaust pipe in. Oh yeah, work on a GTR, they said. It would be fun, they said. Just rear muffler, like the tips, 1,300 bucks. It was a really good thing we did that because my gearbox is 3,100. Oh yeah, let's work on a GTR, they said, with not one, but 2 drive shafts. Yeah, that is definitely how we keep the cost down in this game. Drive shaft numero uno. You are going in. That's so weird. That is so weird how this thing has 2 drive shafts. Now I'm wondering how many cars actually have 2 drive shafts in real life. The nice thing about this is we are getting an insane amount of XP. If I'm correct, then all of our rear suspension, at least on that corner's finished. I just need to do one more corner and the GTR will be more ready than it is. And one more, and is that finished? Am I missing anything? Oh, no, yup. Car would have been rather difficult to drive without some of these parts that I may or may not have missed. No way are we actually done this thing. The suspension is finished. All I need now on this vehicle, from under here at least, is just a large intercooler, which I've got it. Get that on the car. Yes! GTR, come on down. I need to purchase some wheels and tires. It's $255.40 R20 for the GTR. But if you've ever watched my videos before, I like to give my cars some pretty fancy looking stance. So let's go for race tires. We don't know how much horsepower we've got in this thing, so we're gonna go race tires. They're going to be 20-inch wheels. And instead of the 255s we had on here, let's go 295. Yeah, let's go R40. That's $4,500 just for the tires with no rim. We do, though, have some really cool rims. Most of these, at least on the surface, are looking copy-pasted from the previous game, so I can whip out these. These were some that I used a lot in the old game, so let's go for those. 4 of them are 20 with a little bit of offset. 3,600 for the rims. Now we can come over here, attach the rims to the tires, and then we'll have to balance them up as well. I love the new mini game for actually balancing up the wheels, though. This is actually really cool. Again, one of those new changes for the game. You love to see it. I don't know if this is gonna be a thing. I probably should have looked into this before I purchased the wheels. But I don't know if we can get a wide body, but that fitment looks on point. And let's see how the fitment is on the front of our vehicle as well. Okay, the front fitment's definitely a little bit on the aggressive side, but yeah, whatever. So all I need now are some body panels. So I need a front door, a fender, a hood, a bumper, a windshield, a rear wing. Okay, these parts don't actually look that expensive, but like I said, I'm gonna need every single one of them. So fenders, from windows to bumpers, tail lights, headlights, everything. Okay, I've still got 15K in the bank. That is not bad. I might actually be able to make this thing look good. Our trunk, like I said, we have no customization options for this car, which is a little bit disappointing, but I get it. It would have been really sick for them to have like an official wide body in this game, but whatever. I'm not gonna lie, our GTR isn't looking that nice considering, well, it's multicolored. So I'm gonna come back to the toolbox and I'm gonna purchase another upgrade for 15,000 bucks. The paint shop level 1. That is a lot of money. So much money. We've only got 650 bucks left. Let's take the GTR over to the paint shop. Let's go. Let's get painting. Paint the vehicle. No way. This paint booth looks so much better than it. It's $1,000 for a paint job. Thank you, Jeffrey Bezos. What color should our GTR be, though? Should we make it bright blue in your face? Maybe bright orange? That's really cool. A yellow GTR? That's always good. Maybe bright red? I don't know. Yo, look at the chameleon colors. Those are awesome. Bright red Nissan GTR. Thank you very much. Paint him. 1,000 bucks later. Anyway, since Jeffrey Bezos was such a nice guy, I think I want to invest in the Dyno that costs 20,000 bucks in this game normally. So Now I can take the GTR over to the dyno and we can see how much horsepower our engine actually... Wait. I forgot to put fluids in. Sorry. That would have gone really badly. And attempt number 2. Yes, I would like to dyno the car. Okay, let's see. Okay. 700 horsepower nearly? No way. All right, Mr. GTR. It is time to give you a test drive, and then we'll do the all-important test to see how much this actually costs. Guys, I don't mean to alarm anybody. My steering wheel isn't actually straight. Twitch chat says I can do an alignment? I don't have a test path unlocked to do my wheel alignment. Damn it, I need to spend more money. How much is a stupid test path? That's 10 grand. Oh, wheel alignment. Oh my God. Does that mean I can totally make my vehicles out of alignment and drift around like an absolute mad lad? I think it is. Anyways, GTR is now aligned much better. And actually, that wheel fitment kind of better in the front now. Okay, now we can give it a test. I had no idea there was a thing in this game. Yo, that launch. Whoa. I think they got the turbo flutter noise from a spaceship game. That is ridiculous. What a crazy vehicle. Rip the handbrake. Thank you very much. Oh, what a vehicle. Holy, it's so fast. 200 kilometers an hour right there. This is significantly faster than the Camaro that we built a couple of days ago. If you actually remember from that Camaro video that I made a couple of days ago, the time around the track that I did was like a 2-minute 20 something. So that's 20 seconds a lap faster on that terrible run. Our GTR, obviously mega quick. Now, though, is what we've all been waiting for. After all of that, we rebuilt this entire vehicle. We've spent over 2 hours working on this car. How much is it gonna cost if we want to sell it? And have we actually made a profit? 151K. It might not be the most realistic thing, but that GTR is looking so good.